We're being attacked!
Say the word.
We're being attacked!
Yes. That way. Of course.
Uh-huh. Is. Take a second. Bloody rain.
Huh?
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Yes? So much to do, so little time.
This is over.
For the queen! Blazes! I need help!
Right. That must be it. Good. We'll go in alone.
Sir?
If we march in with an army, we might as well tell them we're coming. If we sneak in instead, we might still have the element of surprise.
Won't we be outnumbered?
I doubt it. We should have disabled most of his men by now.
Correct. Let's move.
Huh?
Elmond Vastal, Duke of House Vastal, was always said to be an eccentric, an artifact collector with an interest in Shaper culture. He was patron of many excavations in Iskander, the last one performed right below his own castle. With his last...
Made up your mind? Sure. Stay alert.
Commander.
Huh?
Undead!
Blazes. Did you hear that?
Must be the troubles you mentioned, Carpal.
Whatever it is, it plays into our hands. They won't hear us coming.
Yes? You got it.
I'm ready.
For the crowd!
The voices are getting louder. They must be further down the caves.
What was that? Blazes! Intruders! Open the portal now and kill the rest!
For the queen! Blazes! I need help!
Acknowledged.
Fine. Oh shit. What the heck is that?
Doesn't matter. Just kill it.
Pray tell.
Blazes! I need help! Blazes! I need
Killed
help!
one of our heroes.
This is over. Not now! Inside, now! On your feet, soldier. We're not done yet.
What is it?
Of course.
What the? Stop him!
Gwen! This is just the beginning.
No! Anselm. Anselm!
Sir?
Get a healer in here to take care of your sister.
She's dead, sir.
And get a mage. Maybe he can track where that portal led. We...
General?
What?
I think this one is still alive.
Wonderful. A treacherous traitor. Remove that sack. I believe explanations are in order.
8 years have passed. After you attempted to betray your father, Isamo Tahar, he tried to set an example by executing you and the other conspirators in front of his followers. General Noria saved you and took you under his wing. Despite the Mage Wars being over, disquieting developments are taking place, backed by the common folk. A cult called the Purity of Light has risen to power and is orchestrating a witch hunt of mages.
Commander. The cradle of human civilization. We know war. It has been at our side for millennia, coming and going with the indifference of the tides. Our most recent sprouted from rebellion. For reasons unknown, a mage by the name of Isamo Tahar gathered the noble houses behind him in an attempt to overthrow the crown. His magic brought mayhem. Arcane fires burnt towns to ashes. Abominations ravaged the battlefields. Men and women were torn apart with the snap of a finger. Only a sacrifice by our queen achieved what none had thought possible. An end to the slaughter. The Mage War was over. The crown had won, and a ban on magic was enacted. Now the people once more believe that their suffering has come to an end. They hope. They dream. But the tides don't change.
The barracks. Memories float through their halls like fireflies in a misty swamp. While some of them are pleasant, most of them are not. Save for your friend Bertrand, your comrades shunned you, and your promotion into the ranks of the Wolf Guard did not make things any better. Can you blame them? After all, you are the child of Isamo Tahar, the man they have spent the past 8 years fighting.
Hey, Tahar, wake up! What in blazes is wrong with you?
Where am I?
Are you serious? What does it look like?
The Greykeep Barracks?
Well observed. You were screaming as if Nor himself was at your throat. Not the best way to make an impression on the new recruits, don't you think? It was that dream again, wasn't it? The nightmare.
Yes.
Look, I know I've said this before, but you did the right thing back then. Your father, he was a madman. Defying him was the only sane thing to do.
To be honest, that Purity of Light cult makes me question if there wasn't truth in what my father said after all.
You're talking about the executions. I thought we talked about that already. Magic is dangerous, and your father and his rebellion were all the proof for that. We can't just allow mages to run around using their powers as they please. There just need to be limits, rules. And the new laws are just that. A rule set plain and simple. Those mages the Purity branded, they chose their own fate. They were criminals and murderers.
I'm a mage. What if one day they decide that I'm a defiler too?
Come on, don't be ridiculous. You're a battle mage of the Royal Army, of the Wolf Guard, for heck's sake. And you're not the only one. You use your powers for the greater good, unlike the ones who are being sentenced.
Corporal Tahar, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb.
What is it?
Lord Marshal Angar and General Noria have requested your presence. You and Corporal Carpel are to report to them in the Hall of War as soon as possible.
What's it about?
I'm not in a position to tell.
All right then. Shall we go together, Tahar? I've been meaning to stretch my legs anyway.
Sure. Thank you, boy. You can leave.
Of course. Corporal Tahar? Corporal Carpel?
You should put some clothes on first.
Oh, really? Thanks for reminding me. Yes.
Ready? Then let's go. I'm ready.
Take a second.
No city of Northander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown. Built into the Hibernian ruins that once crowned King's Mountain, its walls and towers were made to withstand every foe and army, from the great Orcish horde to a swarm of dragons. It was here that the Mage Wars came to an end, after an unknown rebel warned the crown of your father's planned attack. You remember the battle that followed all too well. Though many soldiers were honored for their bravery, no amount of medals will make you forget the widow's cries at the funeral pyres.
Ah, finally, some fresh air. Come on, Tahar. Let's head to the North Tower. Orders? Quite the view, isn't it? Just doesn't get old. Still hard to believe that some 1,000 years ago, somebody actually built this place.
Yeah, absolutely.
May the light have mercy on you.
There she goes. No more magic for you.
I didn't know the Iron Mask kills right away.
Well, from what I've heard, there are two ways it can go. Either it makes you lose your magic and then slowly your sanity, or it causes a brain rupture once it's branded onto your face. Seems that this woman suffered the latter.
Who was she?
No idea. She might have been with the rebels the army recently took. By all that can be said about your father, he certainly had his followers. They're like weeds. Whenever you think you've gotten them all, you find a new...
Let's move on.
Sure.
The barracks. Memories float through their halls like fireflies in a misty swamp. While some of them are pleasant, most of them are not. Save for your friend Bertrand, your comrades shunned you, and your promotion into the ranks of the Wolf Guard did not make things any better. Can you blame them? After all, you are the child of Isamo Tahar, the man they have spent the past 8 years fighting.
What's next? Now would you look at that?
No city of Northander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown. Built into the Hibernian ruins that once crowned King's Mountain, its walls and towers were made to withstand every foe and army, from the great Orcish horde to a swarm of dragons. It was here that the Mage Wars came to an end, after an unknown rebel warned the crown of your father's planned attack. You remember the battle that followed all too well. Though many soldiers were honored for their bravery, no amount of medals will make you forget the widow's cries at the funeral pyres.
Pray tell.
Interesting.
Yes, that's it. Now again. Remember, eyes locked onto your opponents.
So tell me, Tahar, is it just me, or has the general changed?
No, that came out of nowhere.
I mean, back Back when I joined the Wolf Guard, he was so different, passionate about our cause. But now luxury, aren't they?
I guess.
One, two. That's it, lads. Keep at it. Look at that. The fabled Wolf Guard has arrived. Always good to see some friendly faces. Good. Then get in the ring. Brandon, Ronan, come here.
Ma'am?
See these two over there? You'll fight them.
But they're Wolf Guard.
Correct. I've seen you two train, and you won't last a second out in the field. Time for you to get some real practice.
But...
Get in the ring.
As you command.
Quite the dragon, isn't she? Let's go easy on them, Tahar.
All right, lads, here we go again. Show the corporal what you're made of.
Wait! You won, all right? I yield! I said I yield, damn it!
All right, Corporal. I think they've had enough. Well done, lads. Now get back to the barracks and have someone see to those wounds, all right?
Poor sods.
The sergeant is right. If they're going to survive out there, they need proper training. In other words, we did them a favor.
One way to see it.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy! Again! Good work. Those pals here. I've heard talk about a new mission, and something tells me it's the reason
A friendly gesture. I almost forgot how that...
Don't be so dramatic. So...
What do you think, Tahar?
Yes, why not? I could...
Great. Let's make it more of a challenge this time. Get in the ring when you're ready. You there! Yes, you Wolf Guards! Get your asses over here!
Are you...
With your marks, and fight!
Shit. Seems like you're as much of a weakling as your father, Tahar.
What's your problem? We're on the same side.
Of course we are. Let's go, man. We're done here.
Tiara's breath.
Yes, that's it! Now again! Remember, eyes locked onto your opponents!
Let's see.
Well, that was unexpected. What the heck happened in there?
What did it look like? We lost.
I saw that. I knew you hadn't been in the open field for a while, but I didn't think you were. Either way, I guess it's best you go see the Marshal now. I have business to attend to. Keep your chin up.
Yeah, will do.
Understood.
Yes, that's it! Now again! Remember, eyes locked onto your opponents! Dodging, not candy! Again! One, two. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower. Though not the highest of towers...
You know, Tahar, there's something I've been wondering about lately.
What?
All this, the army, the Wolf Guard, the crown, does it fulfill you?
What do you mean?
Just, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yes. Orders?
Now would you look at that?
All right, here we go. Ready to go in?
You sound nervous.
Nervous? No. Never mind. Come on, let's go in.
Let's see.
The Hall of War is not only where most of Northander politics are conducted, but also where emissaries and
Pray tell. Orders?
I said dismissed.
But all we need is more time. The cure is within reach, and we...
You've had your time, and what did you achieve? Nothing. People are dying as we speak, and if we do not stop this plague right now, it'll wipe out all of Greyfell next. I've made my decision. Once you've found a cure, fine, we will use it. But for now, this is the only way.
I understand, Lord Marshal. Forgive me for my failure.
Dismissed. General Noria, how long will it take you to reach Leonon?
7 days. 5 to 6 if we get fresh horses around King's Crossing.
Then do that. The Treasure Master will provide you with the coin.
Good. Tahar, get over here. We don't have all day.
Lord Marshal, General Noria, you wanted to see us?
We did. Sentenza?
Yes. What do you know about the Bloodburn?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
So, our commitment to secrecy worked for a change. That's refreshing.
The Bloodburn is a plague. The first time we heard about it was about 3 months ago. For almost a moon's turn now, every capable alchemist of Greyfell and Everlight has been searching for a cure, and there are rumors that the elves, the dwarves, and even the greenskins are affected by it as well. Problem is, we are nowhere near a solution, and recently there's been a massive outbreak at a village near Greyfell, Leonon.
I see. Any idea what causes it? How does it spread?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. Some things seem to suggest that it's contagious, whereas some alchemists believe the infections occurred random.
At random?
Well, not entirely. Apparently there's a pattern, but it seems almost too ridiculous to say it.
The infected we've talked to, many of them have reported hearing, I don't know how to put it, noises around where the infection must have taken place.
Noises?
Yes, some of them even said it sounded like a voice. Superstitious nonsense, of course. But it might suggest that it's more than a mere disease, which is troubling.
A curse. That is what you're suggesting, isn't it?
A curse? No. If anything, I think it might be some kind of magical anomaly. However, you're not here to muse about the causes of the plague. We have scholars set on that. You're here because the Wolfguard will set out on a mission. Sentenza?
We have to find a way to contain the outbreak in that village, Leonon. If the infections reach Greyfell, we will be faced with a catastrophe that will make the Mage Wars look like a pleasant dream. Thus, we, together with a small division of Nortander's soldiers, will travel to Leonon and assess the situation and see what we can do.
What's my role in this?
What kind of question is that? You're a member of the Wolf Guard and this is a royal mission. End of story.
I understand. But if there's no cure, how can we contain it?
We'll see when we get there.
If the Bloodburn is deadly, how do we protect ourselves when we go into contaminated territory?
Again, we haven't understood the Bloodburn's distribution pattern yet, so there's a chance it'll not affect you anyway. But to make sure, our alchemists have prepared a concoction that's supposed to protect against the infection.
Understood. When do we set out?
Tomorrow at first light. Just get your things and your potion from the alchemist downstairs. His name is Albertus de Reims. Then meet me at the gate when you're ready. Anything else, Lord Marshal Arendir?
No. Just solve the problem.
We will.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower. Though not the highest of towers, it is no doubt the most important, as it houses both the Hall of War and the Hall of Justice.
I'm ready.
Are you Albertus de Reims?
Depends on who's asking.
Corporal Carpel and Corporal Tahar, Wolfguard. We were told you can give us a medicine that can protect against the bloodburn?
Ah, so that's you. Yes, here are your potions. Drink 2 sips of it 2 hours before entering the contaminated zone. It lasts for about 7 hours.
And it works?
Of course it works. Just make sure to never go over my suggested dose, otherwise it can be lethal. Now, is there anything else? If not, I've got business to attend to.
No, that was all. Thank you. Now would you look at that? Interesting.
No city of Northander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown. Built into the Hibernian